Glad to have you along from Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Florida Gators and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Utes ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Jones wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff for Ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
Hey, easy. What any hurricane? Zone.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's a gift to Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Makes the grab in their space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. looking to throw. It's Dampier. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 30. At the 20. He is in. Takes the ball to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run for it. It's Parker. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that was a great play call defensively.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Utes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Bling, bling, bling.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Right 29. Right 29.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Able to pick its way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Find some fresh air. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's a give the ball. May work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the foot.
Just plowing ahead. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll try to run with ball. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He's going to run it. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat, and he was able to get him down right away.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it on the outside. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Thrust that arm out. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. From the gun. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Florida 21, Utah 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down, it creates 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Jones wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's ball. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain. Turning it on! And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Dampier. The quick out. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third.
Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, and he's got room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utah! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He's looking to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 30, the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the Maryland Terrapins.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Red 54, red 54. Come on, Sawmill. Hey, Tino.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Here he goes. Past the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Utes.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Jones to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the tight end. Gave him a chance, and he got it.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Running inside, it's Pryor. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff for Ball. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. making checks. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down.
Man, a lot of times on the side, you're over there when your defense is playing. You're drawing up what you want to do next, what they're doing to you, looking at the iPad, all that stuff. And then your defense gives up the big play, and now you're on the field right away. And how does he respond? A nice pass, a nice completion, get the sticks moving, and already getting this offense in a good spot.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to throw again. And the missed connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame him. Keep chucking the...
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Ball again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Dampier. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Plucks it out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy
makes the catch and he's free. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Utes in the hurry-up. The snap sets up the throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, they're trying to toss the ball to get outside on the defense and try to use their speed, but how about the awareness and recognition defensively? Not just winning up front, getting off of blocks, but pursuing the football, getting hats to the ball in the end zone, and getting 2 points.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception, maybe just the slightest crack in opening here. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. Makes the grab.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He's got it.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on 1st down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And they'll just down it right there.
The huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping through the defense. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The Utes will hustle to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up.
A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! The short hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a give to ball. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Bring in the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to go deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Utes! And here they come, almost all the way back.
got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Looking to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. The hands team appropriately named, and now a victory is in hand after recovering that onside kick. The quarterback takes a knee.